Emma had always believed that true love was built on stability, trust, and loyalty. When she accepted Jake's marriage proposal, she knew she was choosing a man who would give her exactly that. He was kind, devoted, and dreamed of building a future by her side. But what she never expected was that, on the eve of her wedding, her conviction would be shaken by someone who had always been there, her best friend Liam. Liam was the opposite of Jake. Where Jake was predictable, Liam was a storm. Where her fiancé offered security, her best friend offered temptation. They had grown up together, sharing secrets, laughter, and moments that had become part of Emma's essence. There had always been something unspoken between them, a thread of unresolved desire they both pretended not to notice. Until one night everything changed. It was Emma's bachelorette party. Her friends had planned a small celebration, but the event ended early, and she returned home sooner than expected. When she stepped into her apartment, she found Liam sitting on the couch, holding a glass of whiskey, his gaze lost in the dim light. "I didn't think you'd be back so soon," he said, standing up slowly. "Neither did I," Emma replied hesitantly. He stared at her for a moment too long, as if gathering the courage to say something that had been trapped between them for years. "You're getting married." His voice was low, heavy with something deeper. Emma swallowed hard. "Yes." Liam stepped closer. His dark eyes captured every nuance of her expression, and when he lifted his hand to touch her face, she didn't pull away. The touch was light, hesitant, but charged with electricity. "Tell me you've never felt this too," he murmured. Emma couldn't respond. Her body was already giving the answer. Her breath quickened, a shiver ran down her spine, and an insane need to find out where this would lead consumed her. Then it happened. The kiss was an explosion of years of repression. There was no hesitation, only raw desire. Liam pulled her close, his hands exploring her waist, his fingers pressing into her skin, as if afraid she might slip away. Emma surrendered. The taste of him, the heat of his body, the intensity of the moment, it was unlike anything she had ever experienced. She couldn't say how long they stayed there, lost in that forbidden moment. But when they finally pulled away, they both knew nothing would ever be the same again. In the days that followed, Emma tried to ignore what had happened. She avoided Liam, tried to convince herself it had all been a mistake, but her mind betrayed her. Every touch from Jake felt insufficient. Every kiss was compared to that night. And worse, Liam didn't back down. He provoked her in subtle ways. Intense gazes, smirks, small touches that set her on fire. "You don't have to go through with this if it's not what you truly want," he said one night when he found her alone in her parents' garden. "I love Jake," she replied, but her voice wasn't as firm as it should have been. "But you want me." The words hit her like a blow. Emma knew it was true. Her body craved Liam. That night she gave in again. In his arms, she found something she had never felt with Jake. Wild passion, burning desire, a connection that went beyond reason. He made her feel alive, intense, daring. But he also made her feel lost. The week of the wedding arrived, and Emma found herself facing the greatest dilemma of her life. Jake was her future, her safe harbor. Liam was fire, risk, pure desire. On the eve of the wedding, she met Liam one last time. He didn't beg, didn't try to convince her. He just looked at her as if he already knew she had made her choice. "What do you really want, Emma?" he asked, his voice filled with emotion. She didn't answer. She only held his face in her hands and kissed him one last time. A kiss of goodbye, of longing, of something that could have been.